The UN pays an average of 46 USD per day, and the government pays 35 out of the 46 per day for every soldier. The difference of $11 is used to support troops as follows.
You're live on Zimbo TVGH in our studio here at Abala Junction, and we bring in to you a wide range of national interest. And we start with where the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General William Ejapon, announces government plan to build 2,000 housing units for the armed forces with 700 units in Accra to address the accommodation deficit. He also revealed ongoing effort to retool the security services with new long-haul jets and patrol boats.
Next year, we see massive improvement in our accommodation situation. The government has sanctioned arrangements that will see the rollout of over 2,000 housing units across all garrisons. And in Accra, 5 garrisons especially, we are expecting about 700 housing units. And over the next 5 years, if things go as planned, we are expecting an additional 8,000 housing units. And this arrangement is to ensure that our gallant personnel have decent places of abode. His Excellency, the President, has also sanctioned a road tooling package that will see major platforms added to our stock. We will see additional air platforms in the form of helicopters and long-haul jets. We will see offshore patrol boats that are also being arranged for. And for the Army, we will receive additional ALAs and APCs to be accompanied by other military equipment, namely weapons, vehicles, defense stores, protective gears, and most importantly, ammunition. Within the Ghana Armed Forces, we are taking measures to leverage on our own expertise and numbers.
President John Dramani Mahama pushes back against calls to scrap the OSP and urges the nation to allow the institution to mature and deliver on its mandate. He said it is premature to call for the closure of this office of the special prosecutor.
The people of Ghana will not forgive us if people develop impunity in terms of abusing the trust that people have put in them. And so that's why we're resourcing the Economic and Organized Crime Office and the other anti-corruption institutions, including the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And recently, there have been some controversy with the Office of the Special Prosecutor. I think it's premature to call for the closure of that office. The unique thing about that office is it is the only anti-corruption agency that has prosecutorial powers to be able to prosecute themselves without going through the Attorney General. And so people had mistrust for the Attorney General because the Attorney General normally is a member of government and is a minister of state. And so they believe that the Attorney General will be very reluctant to prosecute his own. But if there's an independent office like the Office of the Special Prosecutor, it won't matter who you are because they have security of tenure and they have prosecutorial powers, whether you're a member of government or you're a member of a previous government or you are anybody who has, misappropriated public funds. They have the law is behind them to be able to prosecute you. So I think we should give them a little time. Of course, people want to see, more prosecutions and more results. And so I'll just urge the OSP to speed up, some of these investigations and, show people that the office is still very relevant.
The Ghana Armed Forces has clarified that each Ghanaian peacekeeping soldier receives a total of $46 per day, with the government paying $35. The UN does not provide any additional amount beyond these allocations. Captain Naval Veronica Adjo-Ahin, Director General of Public Relations, warned that any reports suggesting otherwise are false and designed to incite mischief among troops.
The UN pays an average of 46 USD per day, and the government pays 35 out of the 46 per day for every soldier. The difference of $11 is used to support troops as follows. 700 is given to every soldier that goes on peacekeeping when they are coming on leave. This you can attest from your friends in the military. Before we embark on any peacekeeping missions, we undertake 6 weeks pre-operational training in Bondasi, and all that requires logistics support. We also make provisions for in the mission areas such as internet, troops welfare. We have during festivities like the Christmas, for instance, there are programs that the battalions undergo, and they are funded from home government. We also send delegation, medal days delegation. After serving in the mission for a while, we send delegation from Ghana to all the missions. And the aim is to, one, give personnel morale that command is interested in what they have done, and also to let them know that we are following their tracks. And if you've gone on mission before, whenever you see the delegation, you are very much excited. These monies and more are all used to support the mission. That is the $11 that is left are used to support the mission. And so indeed, the Ghana government asks up additional funding to support all these activities and ensure troops' safety, welfare, and comfort before, during, and in the mission. So the facts of in conclusion, the facts of how much the UN pays are available online. From here, you can all go and check. It is around $1,428 per month, and that's adds up to $46 a day. It's available for all to verify. We therefore wish to state emphatically that the purported story of UN paying anything more than $46 is mischievous and a plot to incite troops. This must be rejected by all meaning Ghanaians. I believe that any well-meaning journalist that wants to know how much is paid should be able to go online and Google. Just simple Google, you get it. So to come out with those facts, it means that you wish to incite the troops against command. And when our military...
The government, through President John Dramani Mahama, has assented to the COVID-19 Health Recovery Levy Appeal Act 2025, formally scrapping the 1% levy on goods, services, and imports introduced during the pandemic.
This is the COVID Health Recovery Levy Repeal Act 2025. And it's my honor and privilege to sign to repeal the COVID levy. Promise made, promise delivered. And today is the 10th of December, 2025. Sign. Purported to provide free water, free electricity, free food, and a lot of things. And to the shock of most Ghanaians after the pandemic was over and after the elections were over, government slapped Ghanaians with a 1% value-added tax, ostensibly to recover what it's supposed to have spent on the COVID pandemic. Ghana continued to remain one of the only countries where we're being taxed for a pandemic that had passed. And so during the election, we promised that when the NDC comes to power, the COVID levy is one of those who repeal. A lot of Ghanaians have disliked this tax, and today I'm pleased that on the 10th of December 2025, I've signed the Repeal Act to remove the 1% COVID levy. and I will present it to the Clerk of Parliament.
John Dramani Mahama has announced plans to implement street weight limit regulations for heavy-duty vehicles in order to protect the nation's road, following the example set by Burkina Faso under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. He said, if Burkina Faso can have good roads, we also want good roads.
Burkina Faso has instituted a new weight restriction. And so what our people do is they load one truck here, overload it 120 tons, and then they get to the border and they offload the goods into 3 different trucks before they can enter Burkina Faso. If Burkina Faso wants good roads, we also want good roads. So we're not going to allow you to take one truck and go and offload into 3. So I'm serving notice. We will have stakeholder engagements with all the people in the transport sector. And when we start implementing our weight restrictions, we hope that everybody will comply so that these roads that we're doing will not fail in the next 2 to 3 years.
The Parliament of Ghana member for Bumpurungu, Abednego Bandim, has raised concern over the continual refusal of teachers, nurses, and national service personnel to accept posting to the constituency due to ongoing conflict. He says the situation has left several basic school and junior high schools without teachers.
I'm very worried about the recent development back home with regards to the conflicts where innocent people died. I met with the Minister for Education, I think last week, and put before him a proposal to consider recruiting teachers from the constituency. Why? And posting them there. Because of conflicts, people from other parts of the country don't like accepting postings to Bumpurungu. When they post a teacher to Bumpurungu, they don't want to go. When they post a nurse, they don't want to go. Even national service, for 1 year, they don't accept postings. When they accept, it's because they are desperate to get jobs. But once they get the job and they go there within a year or 2, they seek for transfers and they leave the place. I'm in touch with all the sector heads in the district. The district director of education has asked me that I come and we go around for me to see and observe empirically, because most of the schools are without teachers. You see a school from primary 1 to 6 and JHS 1, 2, 3, and there is only one teacher. Only one teacher, and that's the head teacher. Go to Naburg. You go to Nampantubok, Nanik, as we speak. There are no teachers. And some of the schools have closed down because of conflict. Our future leaders are not in school as we speak. I am very, very worried about it. And it is only me and some other stakeholders, including you, Bisu, who can come together and speak with one voice, appeal to our people and government to work together to bring peace to the area.
Let's conclude our bulletin with politics of the NPP, where 18 of 21 Sisala East electoral area coordinators declare support for Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia.
Colleague coordinators, Your Excellency, I am standing on behalf of my colleague coordinators to do this declaration on behalf of all of us who have decided to today declare our support as coordinators in consultation with our polling station executives. So today, as electoral coordinators, representing our various electoral areas and polling station executives, we are declaring our support for His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Today, the 13th December, Saturday, 2025. We are declaring for His Excellency not based on any other consideration. We are declaring for His Excellency based on his competence, based on his personal humility, based on his hard work, his dedication for the new patriotic party. So on behalf of my colleagues, we are saying that we have consulted our polling station executives, and they have given us the support that on behalf of them, we are all declaring our support. Myself, Sakai Electoral Coordinator, we have Dolusa Electoral Coordinator, we have Banu Electoral Coordinator, Tosokulfo Electoral Coordinator, Santeja Electoral Coordinator, Kasana Electoral Coordinator, Wolomel Electoral Coordinator, Kusinja Electoral Coordinator, Mandoni Electoral Coordinator, Bugumala Electoral Coordinator, Chalupi Electoral Coordinator, Bujan Electoral Coordinator, and Stadium Residential Electoral Coordinator, Nebula Coordinator, Nyaminja Coordinator, Nano Coordinator, and then Kapun Electoral Area Coordinator. Because of lack of time, Kon Electoral Area Coordinator. We are 21 electoral coordinators. Out of the 21, 18 of us are solely supporting His Excellency, the Vice President, and inshallah, the next President of the Republic of Ghana, come 2028. Number 3, join me, colleague delegates. Let's vote number 3. Everybody say number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. So, on behalf of colleagues, we are presenting a copy of our declaration sheet to His Excellency the incoming President and the incoming flag bearer, so that it will serve as evidence that these electoral coordinators have actually declared their support for His Excellency the President. Thank you very much. And we are also giving a copy of the declaration sheet to our revered regional chairman, so that he also keep as an evidence that sincerely is electoral coordinators. 18 of us have today declared our support for His Excellency the President, inshallah 2029. Thank you.
This brings us to the end of our bulletin on our channel here at Zimbo TVGH. My name is Peter Nate Agbayuma.